Howdy, 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 my darling Pisces, and happy June, the halfway point of this year. Can you believe it, darling? So let's just let's just jump right into this tarot reading, Pisces, and see what's going on for you. All right, honey, it's not already looking good. I'm already struggling over my words, right? But you have the Four of Wands coming in here, all right? And so right off the bat, Cancer, if you have been in your head about like, am I on the right path right now, Velka? Like, what am I doing with my life? You might feel like, is this as if you are in, I want to say trench, but what is it? In a rut. That's a better word for it. You might feel as if you're in a rut right now, but I always say, my friend, the Four of Wands only pops up in your life, Pisces, when you're on your correct path, when you're where the path, because where that path is taking you is to this place of the Four of Wands. Now, what does the Four of Wands mean? The Four of Wands has the representation of the 1111. That's why you see two wands on either side. What do you do when you see 1111? You make a wish, right? You have folks that are waiting for you. It has representation of marriage as well, but you know, I'm not saying you're getting married or anything like that, but you think about the sense of devotion for the long term, right? You could just go along with it. Let me cook a little bit so you understand it more, right? And so you have your spiritual team sitting there waiting for you. You just have to continue taking action, right? You have to continue taking action, and there's going to come a point in time where the path that you're on right now, while right now you may feel like you're in a rut, you're about to be meeting your folks, right? You're about to be meeting the destination or the next waypoint of where your spiritual team is trying to take you. So give yourself grace at this time, Cancer. Even if right now for you it's just like trying to keep your head above water each day and you're not feeling the most productive, you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. All right, these tarot cards are not going to just enable you to just do nothing and regress in life, right? And I gain absolutely nothing, Cancer, or not Cancer, Pisces, apologize. I gain absolutely nothing, Pisces, from telling you what it is you want to hear and be like, oh yeah, Pisces, you're good, darling, you're good, just keep on doing nothing. You know, I gain nothing, right, from that. And so I will not be leading you astray or enabling you to do nothing if I didn't see the value in it. Now, obviously, I'm not saying for you to just quit doing everything. Just keep on trucking through. You're doing the best that you can, and right now, that's good enough. All right. Seven of Wands coming in here. Ooh, darling. Part of the reason why, Pisces, you might be feeling as if like you're a little bit frustrated. You might have felt as if certain folks have been turning on you that you thought were supposed to be like your ride or dies, like family perhaps, or certain relationships in your life, romantic or platonic, have really disappointed you here. And that's unfortunate. All right. And so, I mean, there's really nothing too deep to go into this here, but more so just like a message of just not internalizing it currently. All right. The Seven of Wands is ultimately the representation of challenging you, Pisces, in your mental fortitude to commit to doing what you know is right in whatever facet of your life that is, how you carry yourself, what have you. Like, it's really the challenge, Pisces, of how strong are you willing to stand in your conviction for what you feel is right, or what you believe in, rather than caring about the outside perception, rather than caring about trying to be agreeable. In my opinion, Pisces, the people that do the most in life, you're never going to have a bunch of fans. Like, the reality is, like, if you're not upsetting some folks by you committing to your conviction, you ain't doing enough. You know, the people that make the greatest impact in the world isn't by having it so everyone agrees with them. It's the people that have a belief and they stand strong in that belief, and regardless of what people say, right? If I just cared about what folks thought about me, I wouldn't be wearing makeup. I wouldn't even be doing tarot readings, right? But I know what it is that I'm trying to accomplish, right? And I don't care how hard my path will be in that. I'm still going to stand strong in my conviction, and it paid off, you know, darling. I mean, I guess depending on how you look at it, right? I made a career. I'm able to make a very beautiful living off of what it is that I'm doing, Pisces. And so, you know, a little bit of perspective in that way. I feel like you are going to get rewarded, Pisces, for you standing in your conviction. Let's continue on here. You have the Moon card that just popped out. All right. And so this is letting you know that there is some stuff in the works being planned for you, Pisces. All right. So if you are feeling frustrated because you're traveling through that dark tunnel and you're not seeing any signs of light on the far end, you're just like, all right, is this endless? That might even be why you're a little bit, spiraling a little bit mentally, Pisces, because you don't see like the end of this current journey that you're on. That's a little bit taxing on you, and so that's where you start psyching yourself out, thinking that this is going to be a forever thing. And so like right before you start seeing the light at the end of that tunnel, you start psyching, and have you ever seen like the images, Pisces, of where someone is like digging? Right, you have two people, they're digging, right, and neither of them has struck a gold, and there's one like in the first image, the person that chose to give up digging, being like, oh, there's nothing here, right, and then they walk away, and then there's like that sliver. If they kept on digging just a little bit more, they would have hit the jackpot, they would have struck gold, right? And then in the bottom is the person that actually committed to it, right? And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, you could just Google it. I'm sure the image will pop up pretty quickly, but that's what I see here for you, Pisces, is the sense of not giving up right now. We have 3 cards that actually came out here. All right. And so all pentacles. All right. So financially, seems to be more so the message here, or more so just things stabilizing. What are the cards, right? So Pisces, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and then the 9 of Pentacles here. All right. And so first thing I want to be telling you, Pisces, is this is your journey right now. The Knight of Pentacles, well, yes, it is the slowest moving knight, Pisces. It is the knight that always gets to its destination eventually, right? It's kind of like the message of like the tortoise and the hare. All right, spoiler alert, the tortoise ended up winning, even though the hare obviously is much quicker than the tortoise, right? Because they didn't give up, so on and so forth there, right? And so that's your journey. And the sooner you understand that the Knight of Pentacles, part of the reason why the Knight of Pentacles is going a little bit slower than the other knights is that they're the ones exploring uncharted territory. All right, they're the ones that are out of their comfort zone to get to their destination, but they always reach their destination. There's never been a Knight of Pentacles that hasn't. All right, you can interview all the Knight of Pentacles out there and they'll tell you the same thing. Right, how many Knight of Pentacles y'all know? All right. And so afterwards, you have the 8 of Pentacles. What does the end of that destination look like? What does the end of that dark tunnel look like for you? The 8 of Pentacles, by definition, is a card of going back to school and furthering your knowledge. But we take that message aside, right? And you customize it more so in this way here. And it's a card of elevating, right? What do you do when you go back to school? You go back to school to further your knowledge, to get a bigger paycheck, to have more responsibility in your jobs. So you take that energy and maintain it with your journey there. All right. And so you get the affirmation of knowing that you're not wasting your time. And then the 9 of Pentacles is the card of self-sufficiency, right? Very powerful card for those that are self-employed. Pisces, if you are doing any type of personal endeavors, a side project, a freelance work, anything in that manner, even though things are not seeming all that profitable right now for you, Pisces, I promise you, by the end of this journey here, it's going to pay off. And so this is very much so, let's just use the example. Let's say you wanted to start a YouTube channel and you've been posting consistently on YouTube, Pisces, and you just haven't been paid, like you haven't gotten any views, honey. All right. Keep on pushing through, because it's going to be, especially for YouTube, like there's always going to just be like one of those moments where you hit gold, the algorithm blesses you, and you just get the views after view after view. And that's kind of how I see your story, where it's not a sense of like an overnight success, Pisces. It's more of a sense of, because you didn't quit, because you didn't give up, you hit the pot of gold. All right. You just have to make it through this journey until the moon dissipates and it is revealed to you what it was that you're working so hard on in the first place. Does that make sense, Pisces? I know I probably have slipped up a couple of times, Pisces, and said Cancer. Obviously this is for Pisces, honey. All right. You just have to give me grace and that I am human. And just like when you have a bunch of kids, my zodiac signs are my 12 kids, right? So sometimes I'm going to slip up, but obviously this is for you. So I apologize if that bothers you. Anytime, Pisces, anytime I slip up, there's always that one person that feels personally offended and attacked, that their general tarot reading on YouTube that's for free, they're just like, oh, girl, bye. So let's continue exploring this just a little bit more for you, Pisces. See if there's any other message left. Girl, I'm mixing up my words here. I'm just so excited to get back to reading for y'all. All right, so let's get into this here. You have the 10 of Cups coming in here, as well as the 4 of Pentacles. Now, this is in the reverse. Now, obviously, Pisces, I'm not going to hold these cards upside down. because you don't need to see it upside down to understand the message. I like for y'all to see the artwork properly, because I do read reversals. I just don't feel the need to vocalize it. Anyways, Pisces, this is more of like a message for you, and let's expand on this Four of Pentacles in the reverse before I really go in on you, honey. All right, the Four of Pentacles with the Page of Cups here, my friend. All right, this is a message here of where your success is coming from, Pisces. A little bit different actually from messages I've said in the past for folks, is that, you know, I've told some people in the past where the answer to your problems isn't from banging your head against that same brick wall, trying, you know, just keep on uploading onto the same platform, right? If you're not getting any views on YouTube, you know, sometimes you need to go onto other platforms. That's what I did, right? Because the YouTube algorithm don't like me, but all the other ones do, right? But for you, Pisces, now, obviously, you replace YouTube for whatever it is that you're doing here, but I actually feel as if this is one of those times where you want to bang your head against that brick wall, because that brick wall, you may not see it right in front of you, but behind, it's starting to crack, right? And one of those times when you bang your head against that brick wall, it's all going to come crumbling down for you, right? You even have the Tower card here. So it's like y'all are about to be having a pretty big breakthrough here, Pisces. You just have to you know, keep on head banging, honey. All right, so let's do a final card here, see if there's anything else. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Now this card also came in the reverse here. I'm really going to just say this, Pisces. Don't suffer from shiny object syndrome. Now, what does that mean? This is more so of a message, Pisces, of, again, like, you know, if you're trying to get money, you know, and because your current projects, they're not paying out, you may be looking for other ways to make money, all right? Other ways that might be quicker or easier. I really feel as if the way for you to get that money quicker for you, or whatever it is that it is for you, Pisces, it'll be much quicker for you to commit to doing what it is that you have been doing to get to that money. If you're trying to make $100, you'll still make that $100 much quicker doing what it is that you have been doing, just maintaining that and not giving up on that, compared to you trying to get $100 from, you know, work in the streets, honey, right? So, take this as you will, Pisces. I'm really confident in what it is that you are doing. And I think I even said in Cancer's reading that it's time for them to diversify, right? And so even if I have said Cancer, slipped up and said Cancer in y'all's readings, Pisces, in this reading here, Pisces, y'all's message is very polar opposite of Pisces, or of Cancers. Girl, you get what I'm trying to say, Pisces. I love you so much. I hope this gives you some motivation towards just keep pushing through, my friend. You're going to have your breakthrough moment. You're going to strike gold. All right. I promise you, I gain nothing from lying to you, honey. All right. Or at least that's what these tarot cards say. All right. So I'm just the messenger. So I love you so much. Hopefully something in here resonated. If you want to book a private one-on-one tarot reading with me for further guidance or clarity in your life, you can check out my website. Let's link down below. And until next time, Pisces, I love you so much, darling. Bye.